Welcome back to the Scuba
Jesus?
Podcast. That was a good one. It is October 7th, 8th. Beginning of October. Spooky season has arrived. I gotta stop looking at the camera. It's kind of weird.
El Camino comes out in 3 days.
El Camino. Okay, cool. Subscribe to our YouTube.
Finally.
Got it.
Finally.
Somebody. I gotta stop looking at the fucking camera because you. Yeah, I put everything on YouTube. Our first podcast that we recorded.
I was the first subscriber.
He beat me to it, even though I'm the one that made everything. I don't know how that works. But
About a month late, but it's fine.
I did it.
it was a month. It's been about a month, hasn't it?
I did it, like I said, my entire life. Third place.
Third place.
I've told you guys about.
I've
told you guys about like my grand master plan of making a movie called Third Place, right?
Go ahead
I'm
and
gonna star in my own movie. So I have this theory that it's best always to be in third place. I did that earlier.
oh shit, scared the fuck out of me.
So I have this theory about finishing third. Not actually finishing third in something that's competitive. Like I'm talking about like in life. Specifically with women, you always want to be third place. Because when it comes to a girl, her first place option is like a celebrity or he's like way out of their league. So that's probably not going to happen. Second place guy usually has a better personality than she does, so he's not going to lower his standards for her. So that's where like I want to thrive is like third place is where they settle. So that's what I'm saying. Like third place is where it's at. That's my theory on girls. I don't know, bro. Like
Third place.
Girls, you're
Spelled
25,
out.
kid. Call them women.
yes, sir. Sorry, ladies.
And you can make a whole movie around that thought right there.
Yes,
I gotta-
because it's gonna be.
Or does it?
Yeah, so think about it. She's gonna be like-
Life?
She's gonna be like chasing this guy for like a good.
Well, let me get this right.
segment.
You will be in the last 1/3 of your own movie.
No, I'm gonna be.
You're gonna be kinda like
backbone of the entire movie.
You're gonna.
It's gonna like
So
I want
it's
to be
gonna
the
be-
main character because it's about being third place, but somehow it's gonna like kind of be on the girl. Bless you, sir. It's gonna focus a lot on what the girl's choices are. So like I'm gonna be the friend that's there like the whole time. I don't want to be like the second place loser in every movie that ends up being the winner. Like I want it to like prove a point.
The third. Okay.
Very third place.
So you're not gonna be
Like
like.
we still flirt throughout the movie, and there's still like a connection.
So you're not her best friend, but you're like a friend.
Yeah, like I don't want to be the guy that escapes the friend zone.
Like you don't go to her house. Y'all don't go to each other's houses to hang out, but like
No.
y'all hang out like out. Like y'all see each other at a party. Y'all gonna talk for a minute.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
there's like a little bit of emotion, but like the first 2/3 of the movie is gonna be her getting heartbroken by first and second place. We're gonna cast like really good looking guys.
I was about to ask, do you have like an ideal cast for your
First place. This was help from some of the girls at work. Everyone said that.
You really thought this through.
Oh, bro, you have no idea, bro. This will be my claim to fame. This is how we're gonna blow up, boys. So y'all better get on board now. Y'all can be supporting actors,
Yeah.
bro.
Can I just film it? It'll never get out.
They wanted some girl told me to say to use like Noah Centineo is his name.
Oh, okay.
I've never
He's got a bunch of Netflix movies actually right now, like Netflix originals.
Anyway.
Noah what?
Centineo
Is that with an S or C?
with the I don't know.
I
I hope he never sees this. He's gonna be like, "How are you gonna cast me? You don't even know how to spell my last name."
He's
Oh, that guy. What?
That's what the girls at work said, bro.
I'm not the special look at.
Oh, I know who
What
that
the
is.
fuck?
But like,
They said first or second for him, and then somebody said I should.
I've seen some of his. I've seen a movie with him in it. He was okay.
Somebody said maybe Zac Efron or Shawn Mendes
Oh.
or Justin Bieber.
I feel like you
May as
shouldn't
well.
do like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, that's kind of a douchey pick.
Yeah. Shawn Mendes is just he's not.
He's a really nice guy. Maybe that's why he could be second.
Ooh. Because
He seems
the
like a
first
really
guy's
good
got to be a douchebag.
But the Noah fucking Centaur, or whatever his name is.
Centaur like from Narnia.
He doesn't really come off as like a top pick, like, oh, I'm drooling over him type.
No.
You know, just like irresistible woman, be a douchebag type.
I feel like it should be like Zac Efron.
I think he looks a little too
Nice.
nice, a little too humble.
Yeah.
So him or Shawn Mendes could fight over second.
I would say that I would see him in a second place, but not a first.
I can see Zac Efron being the first just because he looks like a douchebag. Like he could like because I feel
He's
like the
played
first
the
guy.
doucher.
Like the first
like in
guy
Neighbors?
has to be the doucher.
Right?
Yeah.
Neighbors.
Even though he ended up being kind of cool, but he started
It
that.
took the second one for him to get cool. Really.
But I mean,
No, he's
he's
Dave
a really-
Franco.
he's a great doucher.
You mean James Franco?
No, his little brother Dave.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he had a little brother.
Wait, what? For real?
He's he's one of the frat guys in Neighbors.
I've
Hold
never
on.
seen that movie.
You've never seen Neighbors?
No,
Wow.
I don't watch a lot of films.
What'd you say, Dave Franco?
He was in 21 Jump Street.
I have seen that.
He was the head of the nerds that were selling drugs in the first one. He's like, you
Okay.
punched him because he's gay?
I was
Oh.
wondering. I was like, he looks.
He has the family
Really familiar.
resemblance.
That's why, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I've even said that he reminds me of James Franco. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
Who are we casting as a chick, though, boys?
James Franco would probably be a good first.
Yeah.
too.
So who's the chick?
Oh,
Because she has to be like pretty. She has to be like a 1.5. She can't be first place, but she's not second place. You know.
like she's a girl that everybody wants.
my dream
but,
girl
like,
would be
not-
like Camila Cabello, the singer.
Okay, all right, I can do it.
She's
Or, like,
hot.
I'm trying to think of younger actors. I'm not really good with actresses' names or actors' names. And stuff.
I hope they don't view this podcast and be like, "Oh, this was our screening for the
Yeah,
fucking
right.
role," because they're gonna be like, "They said that we were pretty, but not like that pretty." Like, and then Nos Antonio's gonna be like, "Why am I second?" And Zac Efron's gonna be like, "Why am I a douche?" It's because you have rock
'Cause,
hard
like,
abs, Zach.
Emma Watson's not. No,
I'm not gonna-
she's not pretty
I'm
enough.
not-
Yeah.
Like she's pretty, but like not pretty enough for this role. Like,
Not even. I'm not a big Jennifer Lawrence person either.
see, you know, I am,
I'll
but I'm
forgive
not
you for
not for
that.
this one.
I do. I have no shame.
Let me CGI some of that Friends Jennifer Aniston, and I'm in there.
Ooh, Mia Kunis.
Oh.
Kunis?
Yeah, Kunis. Yeah.
I didn't know where you were going with the Mia,
Yeah.
bro. I was like,
Mila. No, Mila.
Mila. Okay, well you said
Yeah.
Mia, so
Oh, I meant
we
to
were
say-
kind of. That's why I know you were feeling that too. You were like, wait.
Or like anytime I hear the name of Bella, I'm like, where are we going with this? You know?
or Vanessa Hudgens.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
That's a pretty good one.
hey, that or Selena Gomez.
Oh, Selena Gomez is on like not a. She
Hey, hold
was
on,
a good
Slim,
actor.
hold on,
She
hold on,
no. Nothing about how she looks or nothing but like her acting skills.
Her acting does kind of come off as robotic almost.
Like Disney style.
Yeah.
Obviously, for obvious reasons. But
Wow, Preston, thank you for pointing
yeah, I'm really good at that.
that. Did you know?
Did you know?
Captain Obvious from who was it? Trivago. Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's hotels.
Hotels.com.
Hotels.com.
Yeah. Wow. So, coming to you, is it like third, like 3RD place, or is it like third, like THIRD, like spelled out, or like?
It's gotta be third spelled out, bro, for the movie like for,
You
as
guess
a movie thing.
perfect. Yeah, I could see that. Just third place. And then like on the back end of it, like it has third place spelled out, and then like there's like a ribbon with like a bronze medal that has like 3 and RD. Like as a, I'm really
I'm not really worried about the case right now, bud. We gotta make the movie first.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You gotta write a script first. Like,
You got hold on.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's part of making the actual movie first. So I'll get back to you guys on that.
But then again, I don't know, Ben. I feel like if
I gotta get in
I feel
really
like
good
if you
shape.
had the right person look at it and be like, you know what, I think I can make a good film out of this.
They would
I
want to
think-
cast me.
I would, I would think that, yeah, I think that they would just be like, hey, let me buy this and its
Idea.
rights from you. Like, let me buy this from you. You know,
I mean, you can still. Make
I don't know
pretty
if I
good
could if I get
Like, I
back
just
in
want
my college shape. I think I'd be all
I
right.
just want my name in the credits on the back of the DVD box.
the back of
Like, I
the
want my name on
but
there.
pretty big, not like
Honestly,
like,
you could probably just. I'd probably be cool with it if I could just be the director. If they're like, hey, we love the idea, not that sold on you. Be like, okay, can I direct it?
I don't
Not-
think
maybe
they make
not
you a
the
director. I think they
director.
probably like let you be like an executive producer or something.
That's what I mean, like something like that.
so like where you're sitting there on the set and you're like, hold on, like
Wait. That's not how I pictured this going.
Like, I understand movie purposes, but like,
Well, then maybe we could just use Zac Efron, Noah Centineo, and Shawn Mendes, huh? Then there's the full cast, the guys right there.
wow.
So, anyways, this
Is Noah Centineo the nice guy?
I feel like he'd be third place. He'd have to
He's
be.
a pretty good third place.
They're all decent guys, though. Like, no homo.
Yeah.
No homo.
Yeah.
They're pretty good looking guys. They're not creme de la creme.
Shawn Mendes, yeah. I just forgot what Shawn Mendes looks like.
You got a solid jawline.
Yeah, he does. One of our friends are just deeply in love with him. That's why.
A few podcasts ago, whenever we did the whole overrated, underrated thing, and I brought up the whole Bruno Mars thing, Shawn Mendes is another one for me. I've never been able to get into it.
I don't listen to his music. I can't listen to music like that. It's,
No,
it's
I guess
like, everybody.
Sat was saying he's not too bad.
No, like he's a good looking like. Oh,
We're
he's a good
talking
looking
about
guy.
singing. We're not worried about what he looks like.
Oh.
His music's not bad. I don't think.
Alright.
Being so shallow.
It's what the whole fucking movie's about.
Yeah, but we switched.
We're
over to
switching
overrated,
back onto
underrated.
his actual like profession,
I honestly, I didn't know he sang a lot of the songs he did.
but they're pretty good songs.
I mean, they're good songs, but like, I'm not gonna go in my car and bump them by myself.
I think that's the best time if you like.
I'm not gonna wait till
I know, but
about
that's
it.
what I'm
I'm not gonna wait till all the
saying,
movies are in the
like,
car
he's
to
good.
listen to Shawn Mendes.
Like he's good if somebody puts him on and be like, oh, cool, like I listen to it, but I'm not gonna be like, yo, Shawn Mendes just like came out with a new song, I'm gonna go listen to it. Does that make sense? Kind of like Bruno Mars. When Bruno Mars came out with a new song, I'm just like, I'll listen to it. In
I'll
about
hear
a
it when
week.
it comes on the radio.
Yeah,
like,
like,
I'd
I'll
be like,
hear
hey,
it
who's
with
the
it.
features?
yeah. So, anyways, this episode was supposed to be about Halloween.
We just kind of sorry.
He said third place, so I mean, that's
I can't get over Breaking Bad's coming out in 3 days, and that makes me really fucking happy. I've been waiting.
I can't wait till this comes out so he stops talking about this shit. He just talks about how it was instead of.
I finally
being
saw the
excited.
trailer, and
Fuck. No, I'm
the
just kidding.
trailer has like enough suspense in it for it to draw me in,
Mhm.
but it also relays too much off of the series for somebody like me who has never seen a single episode.
So you're saying you probably have to see it to.
I'd have to binge all 32 seasons.
Oh, you'd have. Yeah.
How many seasons are there?
I think it's like seven, right?
Because El Camino's going to pick up, from to
Right
my
where it
understanding, literally right where in the closing scene of the end of the 5th season of the show, it ends with Jesse Pinkman escaping
Like how he said
everything.
he had to throw the fifth.
That's the white guy, right?
Yeah.
I seen.
Yes.
Sorry, no, I've only
His
seen like
Jesse
one episode.
Pinkman. What color do you think he is?
Oh,
He's a pink man.
that's fucking racist. But anyway, go ahead. It's okay. Go.
We're not gonna get started on race.
Yeah. Because it ends with him leaving the scene in El Camino. It's literally how
Oh,
it ends.
I didn't know that.
And so now the movie is called El Camino. And
You're just gonna go back to his old ways of.
well, no, because the whole movie El Camino is going to be him on the run, the authorities looking for him.
Oh, see, I've never seen Breaking
It
Bad.
is El Camino. I know that's why I'm telling you.
Like from what the trailer
Oh,
trailer
that's
looks
cool.
really well. Like
Yeah.
it's a really well made thing.
How
Which
long?
is-
Do you know how long it's supposed to be?
My only thing is
It's a Netflix film.
Walter White died at the end of Breaking Bad.
Spoiler.
Now, me, I'm not one of these dumbasses that think, oh, Walter White's still alive. I'm 99.99% sure that he's dead.
Like Lysol.
Yes, thank you. But, however, whenever they did the screening premiere yesterday, when all the cast showed up, that's going to be in
He was there.
El Camino, he was there taking pictures with him and stuff like that.
I think he's just
the only thing I
flashback.
can
though.
think of is it'll be like a flashback or some type of because like Jesse's like a real a deep, thoughtful kind of at times.
When he's not
So maybe
high.
it'll be like not I would say like a ghost type thing, but just like a.
He
I don't
sees
know how to
spirits
explain it,
like in
but-
some movies where like the dead people talk to them.
I'm just ready to watch it. I have never seen a movie like as soon as it drops.
But this one you're
And
going
I'm
to.
going to because I love Breaking Bad. I've seen the whole series.
It
Well,
says
I'm not gonna
it's
say how many times. It's pretty embarrassing, but I've watched Breaking Bad a lot.
it says it's 2 hours, so that's a pretty good that's a pretty decent
Oh, yeah.
film length for a Netflix
Yeah.
movie
Well, that's the biggest
But
thing
my
that
thing-
I would have to say is because Netflix has
understand.
made some decent movies, but Netflix hasn't made any movies that I'm just like
I understand
raving
that too,
about.
but they're financing it. Vince Gilligan, who directed the entire Breaking Bad series, directed El Camino. He
Oh.
wrote it. He directed it. So that's why I know it's still going to be a damn good movie. Netflix is just financing it, doing all the
Yeah.
networking, advertising
Kind
and
of
stuff like that.
the book
Because
work for it.
now, if Vince Gilligan hadn't been the writing and directing the show, half of the fan base wouldn't really give two shits about the movie because then Vince Gilligan is to me anyways, he's like right up there with the top of the directors, and so as long as he's directing it, I know that it's gonna be pretty good.
I don't know. I can't judge you though. He said I've watched it like so many. He's watched Breaking Bad so many times. I don't know, bro. Everybody finds something that they watch over and over again.
I've watched it a lot, but it's only like a fourth of how many times I've watched The Office.
Really, you watch The Office? See, I can't.
I can like. Anytime somebody is like, "Hey, do you remember that part in The Office?" I'm like, "I remember everything."
Don't ask me if
Continue.
I remember this, but
You may continue. Like,
That's how I am, but about The Sandlot.
I can.
I
I've
haven't seen
never.
that
I
movie in a
never.
couple of years.
The only movies I've ever watched like over and over where I remember stuff, it's like Step Brothers and like
Yeah.
Oh,
Step
yeah,
Brothers
Step
as well.
Brothers. Yeah.
Talladega Nights.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a while.
It's a
Watched
good
it- watched it,
movie.
what,
We
last
watched it
night?
yesterday.
Yeah. I remember there's funnier parts than I forgot about. I was like,
Yeah, bro. There's
dang.
but just movies are so long that you can't ever just like
Remember
pick
everything.
up on one thing.
Talking about movies, I'm pretty sure I haven't. You say you don't go watch movies in the movie theater, but The Joker was really
Oh, did you go watch it?
yes.
Nice.
It was
I'm
That
gonna
one
go
grabbed
watch
my
it tonight.
attention.
really disturbing.
I heard it was like
That's what I've
super
heard.
dark.
Yes, like
That's my field though. That's
it was like it was good. It was for a DC movie. Holy shit, it was good. But like
What about it
It
just
was-
like as a movie in general though?
a movie in general, it was
It was alright.
like yeah, it was a good 8. But like it was no like maybe 7, 7.5, 8. I don't know. But like it was
It wasn't a
because, like,
Marvel movie.
No, it was no Marvel movie. But it's better. I would say it's
I love watching
better than a
Phoenix.
couple. But anyway, it's like so like in the Batman movies, it's like you got the Joker. He's he's crazy, so he does all this crazy stuff. He kills all these people. But in the Joker movie, it's like before that. It's like
Well,
this
yeah,
is
it's
why
the
he's
origins.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
and it's crazy because how they did it. Like you never. There's so many twists that you're just like, there's no way that's true. Like they're just fucking with the mentally ill guy, and then it like becomes true, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, and then you
Yeah.
just kind of sit there and like, well, I don't know what's happening next, so let's just find out. That's why I liked it so much because it was really
That's kind of what
unpredictable.
grabbed my attention. That I had seen on there that it's not about the Joker in like present day as we know him, like a Jared Leto, type thing, but it's more of what made him become the Joker. Like,
See, but
what
the
led
other
up to
thing
him
that
being psychotic.
I read about was that it's not supposed to be related to any of the other Jokers that we've seen.
Yeah.
They're saying that it's kind of like, not to bring it in, but Marvel, whenever they time traveled in the game,
yeah. And they tied everything together.
multiverses.
Yeah.
That's what it's kind of like. Like these are all like multiverse type deal.
And you know how when Suicide Squad came out and people were like, there wasn't enough backstory. Like this one is like
All
only
backstory.
backstory. Like, I mean, he doesn't. There's nothing crazy where you're like, oh shit, like he's about to blow up a building. It was never like that. It's like this guy is just crazy, and it's just wild. And
Just kidding.
I didn't know what to say. Like I still don't know what to say about the movie. Like it was a good movie, but I don't know.
How did Joaquin Phoenix do?
Walking
Like,
Phoenix,
like
As like an acting
as an actor,
job.
filling that role. I love Joaquin Phoenix.
he is actually it's like he doesn't do it bad. Like you like during the movie, you're like, is he okay? Like is he gonna be okay? Like
I heard that he didn't do a lot of method acting, like how Heath Ledger did, where he became the character like in real life. I heard what he did was he studied a lot of things that weren't the Joker. There's like origins where the Joker was created. Like there's
Yeah.
one, the man who, it was like a 1940s silent film. It was like an older film, and it's about the man who never, the man who always smiles or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's how that's how he got that thing where he's like always smiling.
yeah.
It was like an actual thing that they drew from. So he didn't do a whole lot of actual like Joker studying as much as he did studying where the creators pulled him from like stuff.
Which I
like
think
that.
is really cool. Because I mean, that's what you're wanting is the origin of the Joker.
And he did really good. Like when he didn't, like obviously in the movies, had the makeup on all the time, like all the other ones did. But like, well, not all the other ones, but like most of the movie, he honestly doesn't have the makeup on. But when he doesn't have the makeup on, you're still like, you know, he's still crazy. Like he's like the same person whether he has makeup on or not. The makeup is just like,
One thing that
I don't know how they. It's I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not gonna say it like that. But like, it's wild how I wasn't expecting anything in the film. Everything that happened in the film, I was just like, wow. Like I wasn't expecting.
One thing that I liked was that they made a lot of trailers with a lot of clips, but it was just enough to nab your attention, but not give anything away. Because like,
Oh, it didn't give anything away.
with the trailers so far, I haven't like some movies. I see a trailer, and me being a person who literally just watches movies on my free time, like that's all I do. I can watch a trailer and be like, oh, this is just another damsel in distress movie. Oh, this is another action movie where this, and this happens.
Yeah, no.
This one, I can't really say like, oh, well, this is a pretty cut and dry movie.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's not like that at all. It was just cool because they made the movie like that. They made the movie crazy, just like how the character's crazy. Like it wasn't just not a normal thing. Talking about Marvel and everything. I read this thing today about Disney was trying to get Robert Downey Jr. for like nominated for an Oscar
I did
or
see
something,
that today on Twitter.
and that
He
Robert
didn't want
Downey
it.
Jr. didn't want to. He was like, "Don't do that." He's like, "Don't push for me to be that."
Is
They
it his
want to
words
do it,
were?
cool.
Yeah.
What
So
is-
their words were, "Let's not,"
Yeah, that's what his words were.
because they said they
Let's
wanted to
not.
make an Oscar campaign for him, and he was like,
Let's
"Let's
not.
Which
He's
is
one humble mother.
trucker.
Yeah, because like
I love Robert Downey Jr.
he just
Have you ever seen his movie, the Judge? It's where he plays a lawyer and his dad is a judge. His name it's Robert Duvall. Don't know who. Yeah.
No.
Have you seen him? You're like, oh, he's that old guy. That is probably my favorite movie that he plays in.
I've never.
man, 2014. That was in the middle of everything. Wow,
Him becoming
It is by
Iron
far
Man.
my
Yeah.
favorite movie that he is in. I love it.
that's his dad.
No,
No, he
in the
plays his
movie.
dad.
Oh, he plays his dad. I was like that.
I think I've
It's like,
seen
wait,
the.
what?
I've seen the cover art, but I've
Yeah.
never actually watched it.
Yeah, no. Okay, cool. I might have to go check that out.
It's a good movie. I don't know, like, if you would like it, or really
Here you
if
go.
would like it.
My favorite movie is Gran Torino, so I like that.
Ooh, that's a good movie.
That's a good
I
movie.
haven't
And
seen
when
that one in a minute, though.
people when people might ask me like, "What's your favorite movie?" I say Gran Torino. Like, what's that? I'm like, I can't explain. Like, just
Yeah.
watch the movie.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
have to
can't.
watch it.
I can't like explain. I can explain, but it's nothing like
Yeah.
if you were to actually watch.
I
that
love
movie.
almost his development throughout the movie of him, learning to not be such a jackass to his,
Yeah.
the one specific neighbor.
I don't know. I couldn't name you a favorite movie. I could name you like favorite movies of each genre,
Yeah.
but I can't just tell you like a movie that I'm gonna be like
Yeah.
spout off.
Yeah.
Like
I'm a big Forrest Gump guy too. I don't know.
I want to see that that's coming out. It's got Robert De Niro and all them. It's Martin, what's his name? Martin Scorsese or whatever.
oh wait. I think I know what
It's
you're
kind of
talking.
like a Goodfellas type,
Yeah.
But they, I mean, from what I seen in the trailer, they did it. They like de-aged, I guess you would say, like from whenever they were younger, and it goes throughout their career of being like, like being in the military, being mafia, working for the government.
I know which one you're
and
talking
shit
about. I
like
can't
that.
think of the name of it.
And the way they make them look so young, and like if you look at them, the way they look in Goodfellas, they look like that young again, and it's crazy because if you look at them now, they've aged
Yeah.
poorly. But it's cool how throughout the movie they go that far back and bring it all the way forward and then make them look even older than what they look like now.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
Oh.
That brings me to my next point. Martin Scorsese, did you see his whole comment about how Marvel movies isn't really cinema because it's
That's why they don't get nominated really for anything or win anything.
Did you hear about that though?
Uh-uh.
Like watch Google what Martin Scorsese said about Marvel. I can't remember the exact quote, but I know there's been a whole bunch of people.
Marco or Mark? What'd you say?
Here, let me.
Go ahead. Yeah. Sorry. No, but like and that's another thing is I've heard people say that they're like it's not a real movie. It's just
A bunch of CGI stuff.
a bunch of CGI stuff. Like people don't really do acting. I'm like, I don't know because I mean, there's a lot of acting in those movies. I feel like more than people think. Like it's easy to be a superhero or all that. Like I feel like it's more than just being a superhero. They were all like connected in some human way, even if they weren't playing a human role in the movie. Let's see.
I'm trying to find his exact quote.
What is it about? And then that's why I feel like they should get nominated for like the filmmaking part, the editing and
He says, "I don't see them. I tried, but that's not cinema. Honestly, the closest I can think of them, as well made as they are, with actors doing the best they can under the circumstances, is theme parks. It isn't the cinema of human beings trying to convey emotional, psychological experiences to another human being." And there were so many Marvel people that just Marvel fans, just went the fuck off and first of all, have fun trying to talk shit to Martin Scorsese about his own opinions when he's directed the movies that he's had. Second of all, that kind of wraps around to what we talked about a couple of podcasts ago about everybody thinks that you don't have the same opinion as somebody, you should just torch them down and boycott. People talking about we're gonna boycott his films and because he has a different opinion on you on what his definition of what cinema is.
And I can't say
and as a director of very many successful films, fuck you. He's entitled to his opinion just as much as anybody else's. If not,
honestly, his opinion would far outweigh ours or anybody that's never been in a movie or been around. And I'm not talking about high school theater or even college theater. I mean, Broadway maybe, but you've never been in that industry or anything near that. Yeah. Your opinion isn't going to really hold or have much value to what, in comparison to what a guy like that has to say.
That's what he does his whole life. He does the whole living, he bases his whole life around that stuff.
One thing that I've kind of learned that, you watch stuff like that go down and things like that happen, and it's no offense to the people before they come and try and torch me down. It's nobody's trying to jump into somebody who's in that profession's business and tell them where they're right or where they're wrong. And I promise you that Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Hemsworth, Ruffalo, none of those people are going to...
I just read the headline of something about Robert Downey Jr. accepts Scorsese's opinion on, and
they're probably not going to disagree with him.
Say much more than that because I didn't, click on that, open it, read it, or anything like that. But it's I hate that mentality of, and even at the Cowboys and Packers game this last week,
I got so mad
shit because Ellen DeGeneres was in the Cowboys suite up there watching the game with George W. Bush. Don't get me wrong, I hate George W. Bush as much as the next guy. But I agree with what Ellen said on her show the day after, is that when she's whenever I made the comment that everybody should, love everybody, that means everybody, even if you have difference of opinion with them. She's we should get rid of this mentality that if you, disagree with people on whether it be politics, whether it be lifestyle, whether it be this or that you just have to shun them. You can't talk to them. You can't be seen with them. You can't be friends with them. I don't know. I just thought that was cool because so many people have this, mindset that if you have just the smallest disagreement with somebody, whether it be on something small or whether it be something big, that you just have to, I don't fuck with you anymore.
That's something.
Be grown ass adults about it.
One thing that I hate is, I think that a lot of the people that are going to be trying to agree with her and be like, yeah, that's right, are the main ones that are the problem.
Yeah,
they're the main ones who, and I don't want to get too deep into it. They're going to be the main ones that if you vote for Trump, you're automatically a racist. Yeah. You're misogynistic. You're homophobic. It's going to be those same people that are telling you that you can't be a Republican.
Yeah. And
that's unfortunate because I tell everyone they're entitled to whatever they believe. Yeah. And I really don't argue with people because once somebody starts getting upset, once somebody starts getting angry, there's not a real point in me to argue with you because at that point I'm exhausting myself trying to not change your opinion, but just state mine.
Yeah.
But
it's crazy because like the people that are gonna be like, yeah, she's right, and like, yeah, like all that. They're the like you said, they're the people that like are the most about like being like that, because the people that are already like that are just like, yeah, like obviously like she just stated something I've been doing.
It's like you're preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
People that aren't going to comment on it because they're already doing it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, like,
That's
wait, people don't do that, you know? Like,
I'm like, I can guarantee you, like, me and Ben are probably the most two politically different people like that walk this earth. Like, we are probably the two most. We have the like most different, like, differential opinions on whether it be like politics, religion, social lifestyles. Me and Ben couldn't agree on one fucking thing when it comes to politics, religion,
crunchy
like
peanut
that.
butter and grape jelly.
Yeah, but me and Ben will kick it with each other every fucking day
because it doesn't
at
matter
any given time, because we can put our differences aside and be like,
that doesn't make him a bad person.
Why would we not have a fucking friendship because we disagree on this or that? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, and that brings me to another point. Is I hate this mindset of, you know, you shouldn't talk about politics. You shouldn't talk about religion. You shouldn't talk about, you know, all these hot topic issues, you know, with family and with friends and stuff like that.
You'll
it's
never
like,
be able
why
to
are
make
we teaching
progress
people,
if you don't.
Yeah, why are we teaching people to not sit down and be adults and just communicate?
Yeah.
You know, and without having to be a dick about it, without having to
There's just so much
cause
hate.
an argument. There's just so much hatred towards one another that we're literally trying to teach people are literally trying to teach their kids. Oh, well, you just don't talk about that with family and friends and stuff like that. And it's like, no, tell your family and friends should all be freaking adults about it.
I agree with you, but I also will add there is a time and a place.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to be at the dinner table at Thanksgiving and be like, so fuck Trump, right? You know, like, I mean, you know, wait till everybody's
and you're in the
wasted
South.
that
You're in the
night.
South and shit.
Yeah.
You said what?
Smoke shotgun. Yeah, like there's definitely a time
At your girlfriend's Thanksgiving dinner, it's not even your family.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, somebody's
Stirring
getting
the
shot.
pot at their house. Yeah, there's definitely a time and a place for it. Definitely.
Everybody having a good time laughing? Don't bring it up. Just have a good time and laugh.
Yeah, right.
But when everybody's silent and y'all really have nothing to talk about, throw it in there. See what happens. Stir up the pot a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. That's one thing that's gonna be like that'd be weird. Like going to your girlfriend's place and then like they start talking about politics and like you just strongly like disagree with them. So you're just like
quiet.
like because you.
That's
like
how
you
I've been with
said.
every female I've ever dated has been, well, with the exception of one, and she was psychotic. Like literally told me she wanted to cut her tongue and wanted me to suck the blood out
Oh
of it.
gosh.
And
Oh,
yeah,
no. That's true.
Yeah, I kicked her out of my apartment the same day. I was like,
Oh.
bye.
You see that door right there?
Oh.
Yeah, right. She was white. No, but anyways, I'm like
Anyways.
when it comes to politics, I'm very independent. You know, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
And I'm an atheist, and so I am like so different from so many other people. You know, it's always been like that, where I always feel like almost ostracized from a lot of other different groups, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've learned to just kind of just sit there and be like, okay. So I don't really like go out there and be like, I'm not gonna like stop in the middle of the prayer like, y'all know God's not real, right? Like nothing like that. Now, don't get me wrong. If they ask me about my opinion, I'm not gonna be a coward about it. I'm gonna be a man, and I'm gonna tell them like, this is what my opinion. I don't expect you to agree with me. I wouldn't expect myself to agree with yours.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you, but I'm not always trying to
You're not like
put it in there.
Stop.
Whoa! Before we say this prayer,
Yeah.
Before we say this prayer,
Just want to let y'all
I
know.
don't agree with any of you. All right, let's hold hands. Let's go. Like,
Alright,
This
continue.
means not a damn thing.
yeah, right. Yeah. This is fucking useless, by the way.
Yeah.
One reason I
I'm
don't
Get this
fucking
over with. I'm trying
hungry.
to eat. Like,
I'm so hungry. I haven't ate all day. Can we just eat?
one reason I don't really get into religion is I guess I grew up in church really hardcore.
So did I. My parents were pastors.
Yeah, but
Whoa.
um,
I
You
know
should
that.
imagine whenever I told them I was an atheist.
I grew up in church, like really studious. I still believe in a higher power and stuff like that. I don't talk about religion though because a lot of people that talk about religion give it a bad name. Hypocrisy is no joke, and so I don't talk to people about religion because in the Bible, you don't cuss, you don't listen to rap music. Like if you read and you actually read
Yeah.
it and you study it, the slightest thing, because it's one thing about it, it's white and black, cut and dry.
Yeah.
There's no, this is a little gray area right here.
No.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's. I think
I actually said that in one of the other podcasts,
Yeah.
was that so many people was like, oh, this is up for interpretation, and that's where you get it.
No.
It's not read the fucking book, like it's black and white. Like,
Yeah.
this is what you should do, this is what you should do.
And that's one thing that, and it makes me so upset. One thing that I hate to hear, and I'm pretty sure I get judged pretty heavily for it, is the whole, he's in a better place now, or she's in a better place now, and I'm like, according to the book, I'm not exactly sure they are. That's what I knew.
Yeah.
You know, but like we said, time and a place. Don't know. I've never ever been at a funeral.
You never said that.
And they're like, now we're gonna open the floor up for whoever wants to come up. And be like, look, man, I'm up here to let y'all know, old boy was slanging dope. Like, he's not. I don't think he made it. They didn't let him in.
It's like,
You know what I mean?
He
Like,
was
that's
in
not.
line, but they caught him in the line and they like kicked him out. Like he didn't. He was like a good.
He might have made it to the gate. About as far as he got though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. That's not. And that's one thing that I can't talk to people about religion, because like, if I get down to it, I will school people on their religion, because I've actually studied like not just like Christianity. Like, I've looked into Buddhism, you know, like being Muslims, like the Jewish religion of Christianity and stuff like that. And like, people try and talk to me about it, and I'm like, you can't, like, because I'm not gonna claim a religion, or I'm not gonna say anything against me, because I know like I'm not perfect, and I know that I can't really be a Christian because I don't do any of the Christian things. And a lot of people think because I went to church this Sunday, I'm good. I've literally watched some of our coworkers talk about their morning at church and then getting laid by some person that they barely met on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And then they'll start
Just off the top of my
fussing
head, I get-
Sunday.
Yeah, just off the top of my head, I can name 3 of them.
Oh,
That sometimes I think I'm like, you're probably one of the most hypocritical people I've ever met in my life.
That's why I don't get in religion. Like I don't. I feel like I don't really claim nothing. Like I believe what I believe,
Yeah.
and then that's it. Like I do what I think is right. I live my life how I think is right. I don't do what I think is wrong.
My ideology on it's like really simple. Anytime, and I can't remember who like originally had quoted it, but anytime I'm asked, what religion are you? I always tell them, if I do good, I feel good. If I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. If I do something that I know is morally right, I feel great about it. If I do something that I know is morally wrong, I feel bad about it. I'm like, damn, that was a real piece of shit thing for you to do. That's my religion. It's really kind of dry for me. It's simple. I do good, I feel good. If I do bad, I feel bad.
It's like it's kind of like that thing. It's like what. It's hard to like. Yes, stealing's bad, but if you have 3 kids at home and they need food and you go steal some food, like it's bad. But you're doing good. Like that's weird.
Such a
like
perspective thing.
yes,
because
that's
the
crazy.
shop
like,
owner that you stole from is going to be like, well, God gave me this freedom to blow your fucking brains out with this shotgun,
Yeah.
And somebody else is going to be like, yeah, but you have to understand, he's got like kids at home, no way to do this, no way to do it.
that's
It's
such
always
a 50-50.
Yeah, it's always
Like,
such a point of view, like, who are you in that situation? Like,
yeah, that's just crazy. Like, and
so that's why I'm always going to value the opinion of somebody who's been in both situations, somebody who's just been in a place so low that they would have to, result in, stealing from somebody else to, feed themselves or feed their kids or something like that. But I also appreciate the opinion of somebody who's been like that, but also,
ask for help instead of stealing.
who's gone from rags to riches, who's, made a business for themselves, made a name for themselves,
Yeah.
has that stuff and knows how pissed they would be if somebody came in and stole their shit,
Yeah.
Because then it's like, it's such a, from which
It's a
perspective-
black and white
yeah,
thing.
like
too,
what, where are you at? And I hate to make it sound like unless you've experienced, you can't have an opinion on it, but it's kind of almost like you can almost look at somebody and be like, judge based off of where you at in life right now. Are you probably going to side with over here, or are you probably going to side with over here? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna get out the way. I don't know what the fuck that noise is, and I don't know what's the fuck's causing. It's probably the wind.
The wind.
I'm apologizing right now, but yes, that is crazy to me. Like, welcome to life, everybody.
They don't prepare you for this shit.
Hell no.
There we go. There's a whole other topic. The shit that school does not prepare you for.
One thing that I will commend my
Wow.
little sister, my little sister, and my little brother, where they go to school. Once they get to high school, they're required. They have trades like at their high school.
Do they?
Yeah, like my sister cut my hair last week because she's been in cosmetology school for 2 years now while she's in high school.
Nice.
They like require something. And one of her friends is doing like nursing stuff,
Yeah.
and like
That's really
that's cool because by the time my sister graduates next year,
She's gonna be
she,
ready.
she
how
don't
my-
even have to go to college. She just go
Cut hair.
get a job.
That's what my brother is. He's in middle school and he's doing all AP classes. That way he can keep that in middle school and high school.
My little brother's taking 9th grade science and he's a 7th grader.
Yeah, my little brother at Bowie, he's doing the same thing. But
Hey, you have a brother that's that young?
he goes to Bowie. He's in 7th grade.
Hey, my brother older than both of
He
us.
just turned 13. Like what? Last week.
Is he
2
7th
weeks
grader or
ago?
8th grader?
7th. Plays football.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. He's gonna go to school. He's gonna go to school with my brother. My brother's a freshman. Like that, bro.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah. He's that
He
old.
looks young.
Yeah. He's tall, but he's really like his brother is like just as big as mine, and he's 2 years younger than he is.
Jesus Christ, man! I didn't know you had a brother.
And he's a stud at football, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
Like
He's
7'5" in 7th grade.
Now my brother has a size 12 shoe and he's about 5'8", 5'9", and he's in 7th grade.
I was like, I wear size
12. I was like,
I wear size. That's crazy because I wear size 12. I'm
They
5
told
foot. What? 5'8"?
They
Barely.
Ooh, you know what that means? Big size.
They told me that some of my little brothers.
I do have really large feet for my. Anyways, I'm always clowning.
My little brother is their starting defensive end, their offensive tackle, and their kicker. So the only time he's not on the
I
field
was going to say, is he ever off the field?
is whenever they're getting a kick return. But they're undefeated, and they've only gotten about 4 kick returns, not including like at halftime or to
Where does
start
he
off the
play?
game. River Road. They played Canadian this past week, and it was the first time they beat Canadian in 8 years. And my brother skied the kick, and it gave him enough time for him to run down there and tackle the kid.
Mhm.
And they said that he hit the kid so hard that the kid laid on the ground for 2 minutes crying.
Jesus.
Your brother reminds me of this kid one time. I was in 7th grade playing football and we're playing croquet, but it doesn't matter who we're playing. I'm on block the field goal. Like I was on defense, so like every time they scored on us, because they did a lot, they were just like stay out there, just try to block the kick. All right, so like I almost blocked the kick once or twice coming off around the edge until their tight end that was pretty big at the time. I don't know how big he was, but he was me.
Couldn't
5
gauge it
foot,
right now.
5 foot, nothing,
Yeah.
weighed 70 pounds, and he's like at least 130, at least 5'8",
Yeah,
Came around the corner, he goes,
45.
He's like, I got you. And I was like, you got who? I was like, you got me? He's like, yeah. So I came around the corner that one time. I got blown up on the ground. Never tried to block the field goal again. I was done for the game. I was like, oh, he's okay,
Yeah,
cool.
no, I'm good.
I'm good.
My little
What's
brother-
up? Okay.
My little brother will be getting held by like the 2 linemen, and the running back will try to like run to the outside, and you just see this guy getting held by his pads, and he just like leans over and picks this kid up and throws him. And then my little brother, so my oldest brother, he was really good at sports because he had a lot of heart, but he got injured a lot.
That's the saddest stories. that
I
you
was
hear.
really athletic and I loved sports, but I just didn't always push myself. Like I waited till like later on in my athletic career to push myself.
Yeah.
And then there's my little brother who's really athletic and really good at sports, but he's too nice. So like he'll like light these kids up, and then he like picks them up and accepts them on the helmet. He's like, "Good job," and they're like, like
If you think though,
He's
some-
kind of like
some of
Andrew
the-
Luck. He gets rocked. Oh,
If you
Good
think
hit,
some of the
good
most
hit, bro.
respected athletes are like that though.
yeah. Like, hey, I just
Like,
fucked you
there
up.
are certain
Good job.
NFL players who people just like.
Andrew Luck was
no
like
matter
that.
who. Yeah, Andrew Luck, Jason Witten, J.J. Watt. I mean,
they're
there's
like
just
really nice
some
guys
people
on
that
and
are
off
just
the
like,
field.
I mean, they could easily beat the shit out of you. But they're just some of the most nice, humble people. And you're like,
My little brother did finally get mean because his kid shoulder checked him, and he said, "I just pancaked him on the next play." And we're out." He said that he held him down. He's like, And like the kid was like on the ground, like terrified, bro. And so whenever they switched, that kid was playing offensive line, and my brother's playing defensive line. And he was like,
What's
"Are
up?
you ready?"
He's like,
He said, I looked him in his eye. I got like a low growl, and I was like, "You ready?" And he didn't block me. He just like stood up and let him through. And they said, and I just like lit the quarterback up. Like the quarterback was like mid throw,
yeah.
so he forced the fumble.
That's funny.
And like he's like forced at least one fumble per game, like,
That's
or
crazy.
he's been in on something like that. Like, he's ridiculously good, and I'm like, why can't you be mean? Like
You can be.
he was like
don't-
he told the coach on the sideline, he's like, I feel bad, that kid was crying. The coach was like, no, he fucking signed up for contact sports. Like he was like, you don't feel bad for them, and I was like, exactly. Like I'm like down with that. You know what I'm saying? I had that killer instinct.
I don't think I've ever cried, but I definitely was a kid. I was like, why'd you do that? Like, don't do that. It didn't hit me so hard.
Presence of pussy.
Like, stop. I remember the first time I ever got tackled, like with pads on and everything. I got the breath knocked out of me, and I changed the defense. Same day. Yeah, I was like, nah. I was like, this is not happening. I was like, not again. I was like, no.
Oh, that's fucking.
I remember.
Did you play football when you were little? You didn't play? No, did you play any sports?
I
I
blocked
played
a
soccer when I was a kid, but
You didn't like that.
I blocked a field goal one time, and I kind of like overdid it, so I got kicked like right in the sternum by the ball.
Oh, shit.
So like I blocked it, but I was like, like on the ground, bro. I was like, somebody get the ball, it's can't move. Like, somebody get it.
Help.
you need one of those little fucking life alert. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Coach.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up there.
How long has it been?
It's been about 45 minutes, but
This is the shortest one. Ever.
yeah.
I don't know why you're trying to wrap it up.
I feel like we're doing pretty good.
Okay.
I was trying to keep it going.
All right. Joey
Yes, the
Bosa,
good.
not Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa and his little flag. My bad, guys. I'm a little premature here. Anyway, but Joey
That's
Bosa,
surprising.
not Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa and his flag last night with the whole flag planting San Francisco
Oh, yeah, he
against
gave it to,
Browns.
he
Baker
gave it to
Mayfield.
him.
That was amazing. I loved every second of that. I'm an Ohio State
I
fan.
didn't see it. What happened?
Okay, so Nick
Last
Bosa
year-
played Baker Mayfield. They played each other, right?
2
Ohio
years ago,
State,
right?
OU. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was because Baker Mayfield got drafted last year, and they played each other, and they were both ranked. Like they're both really good teams. And Oklahoma beat Ohio State at Ohio State. So Baker Mayfield ran and got an Oklahoma flag and was waving it in the middle of the stadium and planted the flag in the middle of the O at Ohio State. Bro, everybody was like, I mean, he had the right. I mean, he had the right to do that, but like he had the right to talk shit because they beat us. So they were playing each other last night, but Nick Bosa was on the 49ers and Baker Mayfield quarterback for the Browns, and he sacked him the first sack he got on
He
him.
goes over to the sideline,
goes
bro,
to
and
the
he's
sideline,
like-
does this, and he goes, boom, like without a flag, obviously.
I
but he
missed
does
it.
that,
And then at the
And
end of
like-
the game, he goes over and does it again
with the actual
with
flag.
the real flag, with the San Francisco flag.
Yes.
Dude, that's hilarious.
It's awesome. Like, I was just like,
Dude,
bro,
if you were
like,
to tell me 5 weeks ago that by week 5 of the NFL that the Patriots and the 49ers would be the last 2 teams to remain undefeated, I would have told you. Yeah, I would have asked you like,
the Patriots, I maybe believe,
"What
but
are you smoking?" Well, yeah, I mean the Patriots. That's why I said like the Patriots and the 49ers.
Yeah, and the
like, such
49ers.
a weird combination.
yeah, of,
You know, like I could
It's
see
on
like
DMT.
yeah, I could see like the Saints or really even the Cowboys or the Packers. You know,
yeah,
or
The
something like that.
Chiefs,
Yeah, especially the Chiefs.
yeah. The Chiefs also the
Fucking
Colts.
49ers. I
Yeah.
did not see that coming.
No, I feel like
I mean, no hate towards them. I mean,
Oh,
they're
no.
out there kicking ass, but still.
Yeah, their defense is like the word that somebody used was their defense like drastically got better.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about it last night, and we're like, you know, I was like, oh shoot, I forgot Nick Bosa played for, you know, the 49ers. And then one of my friends' dad was like, oh yeah, and Richard Sherman does too. I was like,
You forgot.
whoa, I was
Richard
like,
Sherman's been there. This is his second year. Their
yeah, I
second,
know
third.
that. I just forgot, or I just didn't know one of the two. I don't remember.
Their entire defense.
And then I was just like, dang, like they're good. And then like the next play, Nick Bosa like caused pressure, and Richard Sherman got the interception. And I was like, well, there's 2 guys we were talking about.
Yeah.
So like it's just crazy. Like
Has anybody seen how Cole Beasley's doing?
apparently really good.
Is he?
I don't know.
I thought he wasn't.
I thought he was, but
I
Josh
haven't
Allen's been doing pretty good
anything about it.
until he got hurt.
because he's with the Bills now.
Yeah.
I was
Apparently,
surprised. Huh?
They started 3-0.
Yeah. I was surprised whenever the Cowboys got rid of him.
I want to apologize to Teddy Bridgewater
He went over there and started talking shit really quick though, which kind of blew my mind because I always had this image of Cole Beasley as being like a real humble guy, kind of like a Jason Witten-esque type thing, you know.
Oh no, he's been doing good. Week 2 and 4, he had over 75 yards. Week 3, he had 48. Week 1, he had 40 yards. So I mean, he's not doing terrible. He's had no touchdowns, but like he's catching the ball. But I mean, Josh Allen's pretty good. Josh Allen, I feel like people didn't think he was going to do that good, and then
he's super athletic.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes said in an interview that he thinks that Josh Allen can throw further than him.
Really?
Because Josh Allen in a warm up last year threw an 80-yard ball.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy. He just got lit up last week.
Talking about lit up, Mason Rudolph.
Oh,
I was like, look. He was like trying to walk to the garage. I was like, look, hey, come here. He's like, what? I was like, look. Like, bro, you just see him.
All I saw was this dude floating in the air asleep.
Oh, he went limp like that. And like, that was.
He was out there throwing up gang signs.
Weird, yeah.
Who did he get hit by? Who was it again? He got hit by
Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas, yeah. Not anybody. Earl Thomas just railed him.
Everybody's saying that they think Earl Thomas should have got ejected. But Carr pushed him into him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
it was intentional because when I saw the replay, like the next day, Earl Thomas had his head tucked like this. He didn't hit him like with the crown. Like his head was tucked to the right.
Yeah.
But the thing is that guy came in and pushed him from behind, so it kind of went into the helmet. Yeah. And Brandon said, no, I don't know. He said, I'm not saying that wouldn't knock anybody out. He said, I just think the kid kind of might have a glass jaw. And I was like, that's a helmet to the head.
Yeah. Like, and it's just crazy because
if anybody could say something about that, I could. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, yeah. Wow. It's not funny. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at the joke, or about what. I'm not laughing at what happened. I'm laughing how you used it.
Like the way he said it?
He intended it to be funny, and it was funny, but I'm not laughing at what happened, why it's funny.
Why I have a right.
Why he has a right, but the fact he does have a right, it's funny that he used that.
Okay.
Dude, you can. What's life if you can't make fun of your own situation, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what I said earlier, I mean, there was Christmas decorations, and I was wondering why they're at my house, and it's almost Christmas. Yeah, so.
You are a little slow.
Yeah, I'm a lot slow.
At least you can admit. Some people out there be retarded and don't even know about it.
I'm not retarded.
No, they know about it. They just won't admit it.
We got a lot of those at work. We work, bro.
Yeah. Haven't come to terms with it yet.
They haven't accepted the fact that they say some stupid shit and then wonder why we look at them like this.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like when people tell me like you're stupid, I'm like, yeah, and they're like, what? Like, did you just admit to being that? Like, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about it.
What do we do now?
Like, you know I'm stupid.
That's my favorite thing. Whenever somebody tries to insult me, I'm like, okay, where do we go from here?
Yeah. Are we still friends, or like, do you hate me and not gonna talk to me?
Whenever somebody tells me I'm a piece of shit, I'm like, okay, well you're fucking late to the party. Like,
yeah. Where have you been?
We got jackets.
We got letters. We've been here that long. We got a letterman.
I mean, I saw sort of like a mini meme time. I saw something.
A meme.
I posted something on Facebook yesterday, and it was like folks out here paying $5 for a Xanax when they're out here being retarded for free.
Yeah, I laughed right through that. That shit was funny.
My buddy was like, "Where are you getting Xanax for $5?" I was like,
"You missed the entire point. You were who I'm talking about." Like,
you are the statistic. Like, you are the one that this applies to, sir.
You're the one that I'd buy it for 10.
I got a G for 35 though.
I don't know what that means. I don't do that.
You don't do what, Preston?
Anyway.
That's what I thought.
So.
Anyways. Thanks for coming back. We should have this uploaded within at least 2 months.
It'll be out pretty soon.
Stay posted. Thank you to all of those who've been patiently waiting, and that are gonna continue to
patiently
help us grow.
Yeah. So subscribe. Let everybody know. Tell your mom. Tell your grandma. Tell your grandma's friends. Mom's sister.
Even if you don't like her, tell your baby mama. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah. I mean. Tell your brothers, tell your sisters, tell the people that don't like you at work. So they're like, I'm just gonna watch it just to make them mad. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you know.
Stay tuned. We will have our social media pages up and running soon as possible.
Anthony had a
Baby stuff. Congratulations to Anthony. Welcoming his son into the world. Number 2 for him. So I'm 1 behind, and Preston's dead last.
Yeah.
And here I go again, 3rd place.
All right, guys. Well,
We started it with that. We gotta end it with that.
Yeah.
Just
All
turn it
right.
off.
I'm done. See ya. Bye.